Okay, so hello everyone, this is Zach here. Just want to do a quick sound check, please. Okay, by typing a one for me. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chu. Okay, thank you for the confirmation of my audios and my screen. Okay, thank you, Project. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Madam Lu. All right. So once again, thank you for joining me this tonight. Okay, this section today actually is the second day of the 3-day showcase over here where we want to share with you what is Trade VSA, what is bonus spread analysis, and how we actually use it, to help us, okay, in our trades, okay. So today actually is second day, so we will going to share with you different things, okay. Of course, yesterday, just a quick recap on what have we go through yesterday is that we talk about market stages, okay, how to use the market stages to determine the overall trend momentum of a particular stock and sectors, okay. So by using the methods, okay, we know that, okay, which group of stocks that we can actually focus, okay, which group of stocks that probably want to avoid first, what type of formation setups from the market stages that is worth to monitor. So just a quick reminder, especially for members, right? Market stages, okay, no sound now. True saying no sound, but how about others? Okay, hello Wayland. Okay, hopefully my sound is okay. So I think so far it's only choosing. All right, so okay, thank you, Philip. Thank you, Wayland. Okay, thank you. So okay, I think just quick recap of what happened yesterday is that market stages. Do remember market stages is not for you to buy and sell. Okay, it's not that, oh, every time it hits here you buy, if time hits here you sell. Okay, but it's just a area to tell us that what is the thing that you should be prepared. Okay, against example, hits the red color line, think to take profits. Okay, so you want to combine it. Okay, once it hits the red color lines, what is the sound weakness, okay, at the moment. Okay, is there any uptrust high volume, or maybe it goes up with a line change, okay, but it's a normal volume, probably can go up higher. Okay, so there's a few things that you want to monitor. Okay, so once it make a pullback, how is the bar looks like, gray color bar above zero, below green, and what type of style strength that is available at the particular moment. Okay, so it can be NS, it can be COC, okay, it can be test, it can be spring. Okay, so these are a few things that you should look for, okay, during the market stages, okay, whenever they make a pullbacks over there. Now today we want to go through about trading plan. Okay, so again, consistency on a profitable trading plan. Okay, so the word consistency, which means we want to always have a very good risk to reward. Okay, so in order for us to have a profitable, or maybe a good portfolio, okay, over a period of time. Okay, it doesn't mean that every time we enter, then we will make money. Okay, so this is, I think, the things that I want to bring out today. Okay, now for me, as long as you got a good type of a risk to reward, okay, because trading plan, the purpose with being trading plan today is to give us, okay, a very good risk to reward. Okay, so whenever you got a very good risk to reward for yourself, okay, for your trades, okay, I think over a period of time, it should be quite okay. Now, I have to be honest with you, last year is not a pretty good year. Okay, I didn't make a lot last year. Of course, earlier this year was a bit challenging. Okay, so sometimes if I don't have any good trades for me to look into, then probably I stay away from the market. All right. So again, these are a few things that today probably I will share a little bit on about trading plans today. All right. So we're gonna start right now. Okay. Again, today I would like to share with you, okay, the 3 simple steps, okay, to build trading plan. Okay, using Trade VSA 360. Again, this is especially for new members. Okay, I will share with you how you're going to do it in 360. Okay, of course, for our friends over here, if you're interested, you can learn more. Okay, what is Trade VSA and Trade VSA 360. Mr. Abu, no slide. Okay, don't worry. On after these 3 days, right, I will do this recording over here. I will send over to the members Telegram channel together with the slide as well. Okay, I'll send to members. Okay, don't worry. So okay, now build a profitable trading plan. Okay, 3 simple steps there. Okay, this is the things that we want to go through. Okay, so again, the importance of trading plan, why we must have trading plan. Okay, why we must have this trading plan over here, right? So trading plan is like a map. Okay, for me, it's like a map before you want to start to go to a destination or travel. Okay, so trading plan is something that it can actually help traders to treat it more like a business. Okay, now for me, trading plan play a very important role, especially in this. Okay, So this is give traders an opportunity, okay, to trade more objectively, which means you got goal, okay, whenever you trade, okay, not not to say that whenever you enter already, sometimes hey, where's the place for me to cut loss? Okay, where's the place for me to take profits? Okay, so you got the objective, okay, whenever you got a trading plan. Okay, so of course it will boost your confidence. Of course, the trading plan must be proven. Okay, not to say that you have to get 100% of winning rate to have those kind of things, but you have to proven that this method is work over a period of time. Okay, now I will share with you why by using my methods here, I'm pretty confident that my plan can work well, okay, in an over period of time, because I still remember after I attended masterclass, I think that was like 6-7 years ago, okay, when the time I attended Martin section, okay, masterclass together at the time, which is Seafood Blue Mine. After the class, immediately, right, Martin's take me in, okay, as a student, okay, and part-timer at the time. And what he do is that he throw me, I think around 3 to 5 years of data, okay, for me to do backtesting, okay, for me to do backtesting. So he, very simple, okay, he just give me one set of rules, okay. I think for those that who have followed Martin for 3-4 years ago, there's one method called income cash method, okay, income cash method, okay. Income cash, okay. So this is the one that we don't really introduce right now because we're using Pentagon. So this method mainly focusing in line change, okay, because 3-4 years ago we don't have the Pentagon at the time, okay. So we are purely focusing on line change, okay, at the time, okay. So I do backtesting for US market for him, okay, for KISE, of course, for Hong Kong, because the time also he doing Hong Kong and Singapore, okay. So this is a 4 market that he focused mainly in managing his client portfolio at the time, okay. So I do backtesting, okay, for this several markets, okay. So I think overall I do more than like 1,000 trades, okay, 1,000 trades, okay, of backtesting, okay. So from there, Martin asked me to do a summary, okay, what is the things I learned, okay. So this is what it means, okay. So that's why by doing this kind of backtesting over here 3-5 years ago, different type of markets, different type of periods throughout the year, then you will learn, okay, what's the things that it give you edge, what's the things that it didn't give you edge, okay. Now the other thing is that I think I learned a lot, okay, in backtesting, okay, is it actually able to reduce my emotion whenever I do a trade, okay. So that's why it's very important, okay, to have a trading plan, okay, or fixed rules, okay, for yourself, okay, before you enter a market, okay. Like for example, I think this builder as well, some member probably will ask me, okay, some member actually ask me, is it a good time for me to average out technology? Okay, so for me, immediately I was thinking that, okay, whenever you tell me that you want to average on technology, which means that you didn't cut loss, okay, on the sell off bar, okay, so which means you're holding it, hoping it for it to reverse, okay. So this is one of the things that I mean, assuming you're trading, okay, if you're, let's say you're long term, I think it's okay because you're looking to FA, but let's say you are purely focusing in trading VSA TA, okay, whenever you ask this question, which means that you are not following your training plan. All right. So, okay, type of 1 for me if you agree with me, or type of 2 for me if you disagree, okay? Let me know, okay, let me know. So sometimes this is how I, look into it, right? So yes, okay. If let's say you have trading plan, right? You have trading plan, you should cut early on, okay? Especially like, for example, for a tech right now. Okay, so this is I think one of the few important key point, okay, why especially for traders, okay, why you should have your own trading plan. Okay, so for me, emotion, okay, I cannot really control my emotion, to be frank with you. Okay, for me also cutting losses is a painful thing. Okay, I think it took years, okay, to master it. I don't think I currently 100% master it, okay, but it's still trying to improve from time to time. Okay, I think like Seafood Food doing pretty well. Yeah, of course Martin, but he looking into long term. Okay, so different objective. All right. So for you, depending on objective, but you should really build this, okay, in order to reduce, okay, all your emotion, especially when doing this condition or things. Okay. Now, what is trading plan actually? Okay, so it actually is a framework for traders to make decision. Okay, so again, it's the things that help you to do decision. Okay, not to say that, okay, job ready, okay, how, okay, job ready, job for the how, okay, average down, okay, or maybe I wait for a few more bars or sell off, okay, or cut loss, okay. So these are the things that actually help you out to, decide if this thing happens, what you should do next. Okay, if this thing happens, what you should do next. Okay, now of course in trading plan they actually consists of lots of things over here. So entry price, of course, okay, because a good trade not only choose the right stocks. Okay, I think we repeat a lot of time. A good trade is not only we want to choose the right stocks, okay, but the right price as well. Okay, so for example, I think like last week or last 2 weeks ago, I think Sifufu mentioned about MQTech. Okay, anyone here get MQTech? Okay, type a 1 for me, yes, type a 2 for me, no. Okay, so again, for Sifufu, MQTech is pretty good for him. Okay, but again, he managed to enter at the right price. Okay, but if let's say you're greedy after it goes up 60%, I think Sifufu show, right? You entered, okay, now pull back. Okay, so you've been hit badly. Okay, so this is an example of why choosing a right is important, but your entry is always important, because entry, it always will determine your risk to reward. Okay, which is point number 3. Okay, so today this section here, we will focus a lot of here. Okay, so of course by using here, we're going to check, okay, what is the ideal support and resistance, and with this TradeRacer 360 at least able to help you out. Okay, now let me make clear. Okay, I know some member here actually attended the masterclass. Okay, so I think masterclass is more like it's a skills that you learn, then you're able to read bar by bar. Okay, like for example, if you look into Sifufu, he will or maybe like Martin Alif when he trade short-term time from FCPO, right? So they will look into bar by bar. Okay, what it means. Okay, they will monitor each of the bar, what it means. Okay, is there any sign of weakness, sign of strength? Then they will decide whether they will hold or sell. Okay, but in this case, if for example you are new to trading or they are new to voice analysis or taker analysis, okay, you should have a clear, defined support resistance. Okay, and this is the one to help you out to manage your risk and reward. Okay, so of course, trading plan also it consists of trade management. Okay, like for example, the way you do stop loss, profit taking. Okay, 1/3, 1/2. Sometimes you need to move up higher to the break-even price, all these kind of things. Okay, and the other thing also very important is position sizing. Okay, so which means that you're not like for example, if your portfolio is 100K. Okay, I think we do talk about this as well in our member training. Hopefully some member here still remember. So for example, if your portfolio is 100K, right? So we split into 5 stocks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I do see some of the portfolios like this. They will have like 50K. Okay, a stocks. Okay, 50K a stocks. Okay, then the rest is like 2K, 3K. Okay, 1K. Okay, 5K. Okay, or 2K. Okay, and 3K. Okay, now this is one that it didn't build a very healthy portfolio. Okay, why? Because imagine, okay, if let's say this is recently, for example, this is Unisem. Okay, it dropped right a lot. Okay, it dropped a lot. Okay, maybe like 30%. Okay, even this 1K it up 100%. Okay, it won't able to rescue or help your portfolio. Okay, it was still down a lot. Okay, so this is why that we must build a very healthy, okay, and good size, okay, of type of portfolio. Okay, of course, like I said, today we only focus mainly on risk to reward. Of course, whenever we mention about risk to reward, we always go back to entry price, exit price, okay, which is referring to support, resistance. Okay, support, resistance. Okay, now against risk to reward is work like this. Okay, so I think another things that I would like to highlight, especially for members, okay, and new members. Okay, so this is your trades. Okay, this is a trade. I think this is if you read a lot of trading books, a lot of people, authors, they'll mention about this. I think if you read like Jesse Livermore books, I think Mark Minervini's book, Dr. Chris Karcher book, okay, they'll mention about this. Okay, so this is how actually you should look like, okay, in your portfolio. So this is your overall portfolio. Now losses, okay, losses, I put it out, okay, is part of your trades. Okay, so this is winner. Okay, so this is winner, right? So but the most important thing is that your losses, okay, should be small. Okay, it can be a lot, okay, but it need to be small. Okay, but your winner, okay, let me put it probably yellow colors, okay, have to be bigger. Okay, your winner have to be bigger. Okay, so this is small losses, big winner. Okay, so this is part of the trading. Okay, so this is part of the trading. Okay, so against for me as well, okay, I do have lots of losses. Okay, that's why, you know, like I said, disclaimer, okay, not every trade that we discuss over here it will works. Okay, so but you know, as long as you got your own stop loss, you do your own trading plans, then I think it should be fun. Okay, so most important is that you want to enter, okay, near supports, okay, and whenever towards resistance, we want to monitor for potential exit with some weakness. Okay, now let's go into very first step of you know, how to build a trading plan. Okay, all right, how should I pick my red colors back? Sorry, okay, yeah, red colors. Okay, now let's go to the very first step. Okay, now usually what I do is that I always like to go into sector analysis. Okay, again, you know, if you follow me in my live FB as well every Monday, first thing first, okay, we go into sector screener, okay, because this is the one that I want to see overall, okay, which is the most trending one. Okay, not only we want to look into trending now, of course, because trending one can later on pull back, right? For example, now I think finance is turning to red pentagon. I didn't check the energy today, okay, but I think finance turning to red pentagon yesterday, okay, but it's pretty far away from 2040s, okay, so I think it's a good time for them to do a pullback, right? So sometimes you want to look into this, you know, in order for you to at least, you know, be prepared, okay, what is things that you must it will happen, okay, probably this week or next week. Okay, so of course sector analysis is the one that I want to see, is that, you know, overall the sector, are they making a healthy pullbacks or not? Okay, is there any huge sell-off or not? Okay, let's say huge sell-off, maybe, you know, they make a temporary rebound reversal, then I know that, okay, should I aim for short terms or should I aim for long term? Okay, so this is the one that, you know, I want to be prepared at least. Okay, what is the plan for me, you know, when I want to trade? Okay, so of course, if I look into this sector screener over here, of course, this sector screener I actually snapshot it from yesterday closing, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, because I'm preparing this slide actually yesterday. So I think the finance, okay, finance actually turns to red pentagons already. Okay, against green pentagon, move up 6%. Okay, but one thing again, members, okay, you all must careful, okay, is the duration. Okay, is the duration. Okay, now again, a stock or a chart, it will move up, okay, 45 degrees nicely, okay, from the bottom to the top and reverse the straight line, right? So it definitely goes up like this, okay, something like this, so depending on the directions. Okay, so if let's say a charts for example, like for example finance, okay, have been moving up for 6%. I think 6% recently is pretty big movement because KRSE is not that trending overall. Okay, so 6% I think is a very good performance, okay, for 41 days. Okay, for 41 days. Okay, so again, this is telling you that they actually have moved up for quite some time already for finance, and it's about time for them maybe to take a rest, probably. Okay, so this is the time that you want to see, you know, how far they move away from 2040s. And if let's say you got market stages, you can check out, okay, are they hitting the red color lines or not? Okay, of course you can check the individual chart. Okay, like for example, ABNB, CIMB, RHB. Okay, you can check it out, right? So okay, again, this is to determine through this sector analysis. Okay, we want to determine the strength, okay, of the different sectors. We want to pick the strongest stocks within these sectors. Okay, so this is how, again, I said previously, I don't really focus lots of stocks in one sectors. Okay, so for example, previously finance, I look into ABNB, okay, and CIMB. Okay, so how I pick is that I pick based on setups. Okay, I kind of like their setups. I think both of them actually come with NS in the background. Okay, so I picked them up. All right, so energy is the one that actually I kind of missed it this round. Okay, because I didn't pay a lot of attention. Okay, but they are doing a very nice one. Okay, with green pentagon. Okay, 21 days with 6% as well. Okay, so this is how usually why a sector is very important for me. Okay, to at least monitor or look into. Okay, so of course now I think mostly already tend to red. Okay, so probably be more patient. Okay, when it turns to green again, so we want to check out again. Okay, which is the stocks that come with best setups. Then we want to monitor one or two stocks from the sector itself. Okay, now another thing is that when we do sector analysis, okay, we of course we want to rotate, okay, the sectors. Okay, so sometimes the finance probably now will go into a downtrend, bearish trend, or weakening in the trends. Okay, the other sectors probably will showing some sign of bullish later on. Okay, so recently I think property, seems like got some uh movement a little bit. Okay, I don't know, because I just focusing eco world today. Okay, looks pretty nice. Okay, overall. Okay, I think eco world. Okay, I will check out later on. Okay, others properties. Okay, counters. Okay, hopefully it moves the same as well. Okay, so this is how you should want to switch over. Okay, so once you take profit from CMB, Airbnb, okay, maybe you want to be prepared for the next training sectors. Okay, then we will switch over to them. Okay, so this is how, why it's very important. Okay, sector analysis to us. Okay, so this is the first step. All right, so okay, now this is uh chart for energy. Of course, I picked this chart from TradeView 360. Okay, because in TradingView, unfortunately, it didn't have volume. Okay, so it unable, to display the green pentagon and the Samsung sound weakness. Okay, in the trading view. So for members, you need to log in to your dashboard. Okay, and check, okay, the chart for the sectors. Okay, for KSE. So energy at the moment, I think this again, I actually get this chart yesterday. Okay, so today I don't think it's still, I think it's still in under green pentagon. I can check later on. Okay, after the slides over here. So this is the one that I want to look into. Of course, avoid red pentagon. This is telling you that the trend is weakening, downtrend. Okay, green pentagon cross above 2040s. Okay, so this is a nice setups. Okay, nice setups. Okay, so maybe we will have some pullback later on. Okay, and then potentially a nice continuation. Okay, hopefully we'll see more sound strength from here. Okay, now the other sectors, again, this is another one that recently we kind of like it, is finance. Okay, finance. So, but like I said, okay, be careful because it's very far away from 2040. Again, this chart actually I use it. Sorry, I actually pick up from Wednesday closing. Okay, so yesterday actually turned red pentagon. Okay, if you check on 360 there. Okay, I think today dropped slightly lower. Okay, so it's getting close to the 2040s already. Okay, so again, if you miss the previous one over here, okay, if you miss the previous one over here, okay, so again, check out again. Okay, is there any sound strength from here? Okay, or maybe you want to wait for the next green pentagon. Okay, probably, the sector will do a pullbacks patterns, okay, in this area over here. Okay, so from there, we'll switch back again, okay, to finance. Okay, but at the moment, I think best is that we try to avoid first. Okay, wait for the pullback, shakeout to complete, then we come back again to look into finance at the moment. Okay. So okay, now there's a very quick first step, okay, on how usually we look into, again, we want to look into sectors, okay, which is the training one. Then slowly, okay, we look into the group of stock itself. Okay, now because I'm looking into these two sectors at the moment. Okay, so let's look into the second steps, okay, which is the screener parts. Okay, so after we look into sectors, really the next thing is that I want to look into screener. Okay, the screener actually you can use different type of strategy. Okay, so in 360 we got FA growth. Okay, this is for those that who want to avoid some probably penny stocks, a safer counters. Okay, probably you can use FA growth. Then you sort, okay, sectors. Okay, you can sort according to sectors. You can focus on energy, finance. Okay, then again you go to the chart and look for the setups. Okay, now for me personally, of course, FA growth, I kind of like it to use it if I'm looking for mid to long term. Okay, but if let's say I'm focusing short to mid terms, I will use sound strength screener. Okay, so Pentagon. Okay, most of the time we use it too. Okay, my favorites is NS, but you know NS it need to fulfill some criteria or rules. Okay, so sometimes we don't have any. Sometimes you know the stock ideas over there is kind of limited. Okay, so if not, we move to Pentagon. Okay, if not, we can use LC. Okay, of course we got Spring as well. Okay, Spring I kind of like it. I kind of like whenever there is a weakness in the market. Okay, well, I want to see is there any potential shakeout or not. Okay, of course LC, for those that who attend a masterclass, you know this is the one that Sifu Fu mentioned. Okay, how to use it. Pullback. Okay, NS is the one that we want to look for supports. Okay, supports. And the green Pentagon screener, okay, is the one that tells us that is there any chance for a continuation of the trend? Okay, potential bullish setups coming in. Okay, so this is how you can use it. Okay, different screener to look for the particular stocks. Okay, so again, let me repeat. If you want to look for something that maybe in support areas, okay, you can actually go for NS. Okay, so what usually I do is that sometimes I will go into this industrial screener. Okay, then I will sort all the energy. Okay, for example, okay, right now because energy is in green Pentagon, energy is above 240 moving average. Okay, and they have been moving up for 6%. Okay, for the sector itself. Okay, so of course I'm kind of interested to see which is the one that still got rooms to go. Okay, so what I do is that I go to the industrial screener. Okay, in the 360 there. Okay, and I sort all energy related counters. Okay, so from there I will look into ST and LT. Okay, of course the 1 month and 3 months, 6 month play an important role as well. Okay, whenever we want to choose. Okay, so but of course in this section here, probably I will focus in ST and LT. Okay, because this I'm probably gonna take another like 30 to 1 hours. Okay, to explain on the 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. Okay, so what we do is that of course purple color representing trending. Okay, let me write over here. Purple is trending. Okay, purple is trending. Green is good setups. Okay, I put it G setups. Okay, good setups. Okay, sorry about bad writings over here. All right, so of course we got red, but because of the list is pretty long, I just cut 10 stocks over here. Okay, we got red colors. Red is a bearish setups. Okay, so which means this stock actually is below supports. Okay, below support. Okay, so of course my usually my first criteria, okay, or my preference criteria will be green color first. Okay, I'll focus on green colors, then followed by purple. Okay, of course purple have to come in a very good number. Okay, what it means is that if let's say below 50%, I think it's still okay. But let's say it goes up more than like hundreds, 200% sometimes, right? I will tend to be careful, okay? Because this is the one that representing that this stock's having a very strong momentum, okay? But the pullback can happen anytime soon. Okay, the pullback can happen anytime soon, right? So for example, Coastal Contract, okay, when the time I'm screenshot this screener, okay, is it up around like almost 90%. So this is telling me that they're actually having a very strong momentum. Okay, not to say this is not good. Okay, not to say this is not good. Okay, but if you are like short-term trader, you're looking into hourly chart, I think yes, this is probably suitable for you. Okay, you might want to look into hourly chart, COC, get some whiteboard. I think it's okay, right? But if let's say for example you are a busy one, okay, usually morning you need to attend some meetings, afternoons, okay, you got some appointment, okay, so probably this kind of trade is a bit more risky for you, okay, because you got no time to monitor, okay, because sometimes the reversal may happen anytime. Reversal usually happen pretty fast, okay, and pretty big recently, right? One by itself is 15-20%, okay, so you got no time to cut loss, okay. So for me is that I would like to look for something in green, okay, preferable in green, okay. If not purple, I think it's okay, but not too trending. Okay, so 20% for me is still okay, 15% is still okay for me. So far, based on this 10 stocks over here, this is the two that I think is kind of like fulfill the criteria. Okay, if you look into the chart itself. Okay, so again, this is just how we want to choose a stock very quickly. Okay, from the sectors. Okay, like I mentioned. Okay, from the sectors, then now we go into the stocks. Okay, so immediately, okay, we will see these two. Okay, that kind of like fulfilling the criteria. Okay, at the moment. Of course, Xiaomi is pretty good as well. Okay, but I think they're also kind of like very close with resistance at the moment. Okay, so let me know any questions so far. Okay, type of A for me if you can follow. Type of B for me, if you a bit lost, and probably got some question for me. Okay, I will probably answer some question before I move to another section over here. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks for the reply. All right. So this is second steps. Okay, on how we want to build a proper trading plan. Okay. So all right. Now let's look into these two stocks. Okay. Now first of all, I got Bumi Armada. Okay, I got Bumi Armada. So okay, over here. Okay. Again, like I said, if you have attended masterclass, probably okay, the pullback, the reversal, everything. Okay, but if you are new, right? So it's very important for you to learn what? Okay, to know about the support and resistance, okay, for the particular stocks, okay? Because whenever you know your support resistance, okay, it will go to, how to, get yourself a very good risk to reward. Okay, so from here, then okay, is this trade worth to look into or not? Okay, is this stocks worth to look into or not? Okay, so every time before you trade, okay, you should consider, okay, how much you're willing to lose. Okay, not how much you want to make. Okay, you want to profits. Okay, so yeah, these are things that usually I will ask myself, okay, before I look for a trade. Okay, now just a quick one, right? Again, yesterday we have learned about the market stages. Okay, so again, you want to combine together with market stages here. Okay, remember we mentioned, okay, whenever it turns to red, keep hitting the green. Okay, so this is a heavy sell-off. Okay, so you don't want to participate, okay, in this area. Okay, unless they are making reversal. Okay, remember the third setup that we discussed yesterday. Okay, hopefully you remember some, because I think I explained this in the ETF course yesterday. Okay, but don't worry, I think today there's members suggest me to do a quick tutorial videos. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, don't worry. Probably next week I will do a videos on market stages and I'll post to members. Okay, so this is a third setups. Okay, from what we shared yesterday. Okay, from rates to gray and slowly turn into green. Okay, so this is the one, right? So this is the reversal. Okay, reversal setup. Of course, now I think is very close with the resistance. Okay, how do we know it's resistance? Okay, don't worry. Okay, I got a way for you, okay, to identify where is the resistance and support. Okay, very easy. Okay, now the next chart is that I would like to highlight is Hibiscus. Okay, so again, their movement is very similar. Okay, very similar. Okay, previously we have a strong uptrend. Okay, so at the time we thought also it's going to make a pullback. Okay, but notice here, it didn't have any good sound strength. Okay, here we got sound strength, yes. Okay, here we got one. Okay, but do you remember yesterday what we mentioned? Okay, we want the gray bar above zero, preferable below green. Okay, so this is a healthy pullbacks level. Okay, but in this area, if you notice there's no ideal or nice sound strength. Okay, so subsequently drop below with green with red pentagon, drop below 2040s. Okay, market stages turns to red as well. Okay, before it reverse again. Okay, so this is the reversal with a spring. Okay, reversal with a spring. Okay, and if you notice here, above zero, below green. Okay, above zero, below green. Okay, so this is some of the things that we discussed, okay, yesterday, how to fully utilize it on the market stages. Okay, now Uttam asks why not choose RL? Okay, RL actually is okay as well. Cherry Main RL actually is okay as well. Okay, but for today this section here, because I don't have time, okay, so that's why I only pick these two stocks. Okay, so later on, don't worry. If I got time later on, I will go into you know, the RL and Charm. Okay, so STRT, what for STRT, should we choose smaller, ST smaller or less than percentage than LT? Oh no, I think it's okay, right? I think it's okay in terms of percentage. I think it's okay. Okay, like for example, for RL, right? This two I think is okay. Even though the ST is bigger than LT, I think it's fine. Okay, but most important is that they have to close with each other. Okay, which means that their support and resistance is pretty close. Okay, now for your info, okay, ST representing 50 MA. Okay, let me put it bigger, and LT representing 200 MA. Okay, and this percentage is to measure how far the price is trading away from this MA or below the MA. Okay, so for me, as long as the price is within very close range, okay, then it's fine. Okay, because sometimes their movement might be like, you know, like this, goes up, pullbacks, okay, sideways. Okay, so sometimes, you know, it can be far away from 50 for a while, sometimes it can be near with 200 for a while, and these things might happen. Okay, so as long as it's very close with each other, then for me it's okay. Okay, because in the end I need to see the setups. Okay, in the end I need to see the setups. Okay, how is the setups looks like. Okay, but before the setups, I need to ensure it close with supports. Okay, so hopefully I'll answer your questions. Okay, Richie. Okay, so there's the two stock that we're going to study today. Okay, there's a two stock we're going to study today. And of course, the third step, okay, after we look into, you know, okay, welcome. After we look into, you know, the sectors, group of stocks, screener, the next thing, support resistance. Okay, so like I say, in order to get a good risk to reward, of course, risk, we're referring to cut loss. Okay, again, we're referring to cut loss. Okay, every trade that we do, I think in masterclass, Martin also mentioned, is 50-50. Okay, we never know it goes up or goes down. Okay, but as long as we keep our risk to reward ratio, very good one, don't run, we should be fine. Okay, so for me, my preferred risk to reward is 1:2. Sorry, one against 2. Okay, 1:2. Okay, so for me is that I want to ensure my entry is very close with my support level. Okay, so this is how I reduce my risk. Okay, my risk, I want to enter close with supports. Okay, and this is how I reduce my risk. Okay, so this is how we're going to build support and resistance. Okay, now again, like I said, if you're a masterclass student, you learn about pullbacks, everything. Okay, probably you got different type of method by looking into support resistance. Okay, but if you are new, you know, if you are looking into more long-term one, okay, you don't have time to monitor chart every single hour, this one will help you out. Okay, so for me also, sometimes I will use this. Okay, whenever I'm busy. Okay, of course I didn't do hourly intraday trade recently. Okay, I'm focusing more on daily. Okay, so sometimes I use this support resistance tube. Okay, now support resistance, okay, risk to reward ratio, okay, helps trader to manage risk, okay, of losing trades. Okay, so even if a trader have profitable trades, they will still lose money, okay, over time if their winning rates is below 50%. Okay, below 50%. Okay, now this is you know, earlier on, the diagram that I showed earlier on. Okay, for example, if your total trades is like this, okay, so of course rate is losing trades. Okay, assuming the rate is losing trades. Okay, the green is winning trades. Okay, so if your risk to reward is the same, okay, so most of the time is your portfolio will be a bit struggling. Okay, because you know, sometimes you win already 2 trades, later on one big losses, okay, wipe all the winners out. Okay, now your portfolio should look like this. Okay, so this is all your big winners. Okay, this is winners. Okay, and loser should, within here. Okay, a small one. All right. So even though here, yes, we got lots of loser. Okay, some big wins one are big one actually able to cover. Okay, your losses. Okay, I know this is like a very simple theory. Okay, but it's very difficult to implement. Okay, I don't know whether you all you think it's easy to implement. Okay, this risk to reward kind of trading plan. Type 1 yes, type 2 no. Okay, so what happened to me is that previously when I read some books, okay, it seems like very easy. Okay, I mean the theory is there, right? It seems very easy. Yes, I lose 1, I win 2, I win 3. Okay, but whenever you put your monies in, whenever you have like 3 or 4 losses in a row, everything is different. Okay, yes, not easy to follow. I'll be straightforward with you, not easy to follow. Okay, even sometimes I got like 3, 4 losses in a row. My emotion would come in already. I start to do some stupid things. Okay, but of course, when I realize I start to do stupid things, what I do is that first of all, I stop all my trades. Okay, and I stay away from the markets. Sometimes if I needed 3 weeks, then I come back again. Okay, I revise. Okay, I look back into my trades. Okay, which goes wrong, which is right, then do it over again. Okay, yes, Arif, not easy to follow. Okay, so right. So yeah, these are the things that I think is very important, okay, in order to keep, okay, our portfolio in the right direction. Okay, now for example, right, in this Bumi Ambana chart over here, okay, so where is the resistance and supports? Okay, so again, supports we're referring to a right cut loss area. Okay, so with 3 basis 360, okay, again, members, please fully utilize this information over here. Okay, so whenever you key in, okay, this here search bar over here, okay, key in Bumi Armada, okay, and you search, okay, this information should available in your TradeRacer 360. All right, so from here there's few information that usually I will look into. First of all, I always like to look into Robi ratings. Okay, of course, sometimes let's say I got 2 chart, like for example, Hibiscus, Bumi Armada, or maybe Charimin. Okay, but I only got money for me to trade 1 stocks only. Okay, so because I cannot buy all 3 stocks. Okay, because my capital is limited, right? So I have to choose one. Okay, so what I do is that I will look into the FA ratings from Smart Robi. Okay, so see which is the strongest one. Okay, probably I will focus that one. Okay, so in this case here, Bumi Armada is giving me 5/8. Okay, so I think overall is pretty good, okay, for me. So the next thing is that, of course, the Pentagon flow. Okay, Pentagon flow actually is to measure the overall momentum. Okay, so how we actually calculate is that when you see the number of bar plus sound strength. So if more bar and sound strength, it will the number actually is higher. Okay, so in this case over here, Bumi Armada is 94%. Okay, but against, not to say that higher is better, of course, higher show most momentum, but chances for them to make a pullback is pretty high as well. Okay, so of course, for entry purpose, our preference percentage will be from 60% to 70%. Okay, of course, positive, not negative. Okay, positive 60 to 70%. Okay, so this is the range we're looking for, which means that they are started to show some sign of strength, but it haven't goes up yet. Okay, here, like I say, yes, you can, no worries, okay, still can, but maybe you focus short term. Okay, so if you look into this chart over here, right, Bumi Armada, assuming, okay, this chart already moved 30% for the past 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay, so don't expect another 30%. Okay, maybe you do a quick one, 5 to 10%. Okay, because this stock having a very strong momentum a few weeks ago. Okay, and the pullback might happen anytime soon. Okay, so again, this is how I use the information in this 360. Okay, now of course, the other information I think you can fully utilize it is the stop loss over here, which is referring to the potential support level. Okay, and the other two is the TP1 and TP2. Okay, so which is referring to R1 and R2. Okay, so again, this information here is not to ask you, hey, you buy here, you sell here. Okay, we're not doing buy call. Okay, do remember. Okay, but it's one to share with you where is the ideal area for you to monitor supports and resistance. Okay, now in this case, I got this information already. Okay, let's put into our charts. Okay, now this is the charts looks like, okay, after I put in the information, okay, of support resistance. Okay, of course, this chart here, I think I took it yesterday closing, if not mistaken, or yesterday afternoon. Okay, so today I think it dropped a little bit, if not mistaken. It formed my uptrust towards the end of yesterday, and today dropped a little bit. Okay, now assuming we are looking into this chart right now. Okay, so this will be your ideal stop loss level. Okay, which is referring to support. Okay, if you look into here earlier on, 47. Okay, 47. Okay, so go back to here. I think this level is pretty nice one because why? It got a spring. Okay, it got a spring and exactly above the trend 40s. Okay, so this is the potential stop loss support level. Okay, and this will be your R1 and R2. Okay, which is referring to the TP1 and TP2 earlier on. Now, assuming this is the closing for today. Okay, 54 cents. Okay, assuming. Okay, now do you think that with this price, if I enter tomorrow at 54 cents, it will give me a good risk to reward? What do you think? Okay, assuming today close 54 cents. Okay, and my first TP is, or my first resistance, okay, is 55 cents. Second one is 57 cents, but my support is 47 cents. Okay, if I want to enter tomorrow, do you think it will give me a good risk to reward? Yes, it's not a good risk to reward. Okay, because why? I need to suffer a big losses, assuming I follow. Okay, assuming I follow, but I just get this small winners. Okay, just to get this small winners. Okay, now this is what we call that, sometimes it's not worth to take the trades. Okay, it's not worth to take the trade. Okay, because the risk to is just not there. Okay, but again, if you are doing intraday, hourly, probably yes. Okay, so now the next thing is what I do is that of course, if you look into market stages as well, okay, it's almost touching the red line. Okay, so maybe the potential is not that high anymore. Okay, so what I do is that I will try to put my alert somewhere around here. Okay, I'll put my alert somewhere around here to see whether, after it hits the resistance around this area, whether they will make another round of pullbacks or not. Okay, before I look for my trades. Okay, now with the chance, okay, for me to entering somewhere around this area, okay, I'm able to increase my risk to rewards. Okay, so this is some of the things that I think, especially for new members, new traders, you all can use it. Okay, no need to hey, green Pentagons already. Okay, this price move up 20% already. Okay, chase. Okay, no need to chase. Okay, so make sure you add your support resistance first. Then you try to ask yourself, okay, worth to enter or not. Okay, if let's say things it's not worth to try. Okay, I only get 1 ringgit, but I need to risk 3 ringgit. Okay, so it's okay. We look for the other trades. Okay, so now the next one, okay, let's look into Hibiscus. Okay, so Hibiscus over here, again, this is from TradeWiz 360. What you do is just search Hibiscus, search, you get the information. Okay, I think the Pentagon flow is still pretty all right. Okay, almost 90%, represent this momentum as well. But the FA rating seems like a bit low, right, compared to Bumi Armada. Okay, so maybe if let's say I really need to buy one of these two, okay, probably I will focus on Armada first, but of course I wait for pullback. Okay, so another thing will be here. Okay, this information over here. Okay, the stop loss. Okay, potential support and resistance 1 and resistance 2. Okay, now let's put this information into our charts. Okay, again, same things here. Assuming this is a closing for today, right? So it looks like they hit R1 already from the support. Okay, so if you follow the support earlier on, okay, probably this is the area that you want to consider take profit. Okay, but For entry, I don't know, okay, but for me, usually I don't like it, okay, because they are very close to resistance already, okay, and slightly a bit far from support, okay. So, but of course, the good thing about Hibiscus compared to Bumi Armada, okay, is that they are still somehow far away from the red colors, okay. So maybe they still got some rooms to go, okay. So some rooms to go compared to Bumi Armada, okay. But of course, preferable close with supports, okay, before we want to look for the trades. All right. So, okay, Mayfeng, can you look into DNEX for market stages? Oh, okay, sure. I'll look into DNEX, okay, but finish this up first, okay, then we'll look for some stocks, okay. Now, the next one that I'm looking into, or probably I'm monitoring, okay, is P Metal. Of course, it's different sectors already. It's not from energy anymore. Okay, but what's I noticed, okay, from P Metal, of course, all this one kind of like monitoring P Metals, okay. So if you look closely just now, Bumi Armada and Hibiscus, they're also touching the resistance line, okay, and subsequently pullback. I think today both of them come down, but if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked today, okay, but if let's say down bar, worth to monitor, okay. If the down bar come with low volume and they are still above zero and below green, okay. Now, of course, the next thing is that we want to look for the sounds. Remember yesterday's section, okay. So market stages is not for you to see you buy, okay. You want to check this area, what is going on, okay. Is there any sound strong or not, okay. If yes, then we look for the entry, okay. Now, if I look into my trade versus 360 again, okay, so this is the information I have. Of course, FA rating is 1 at the moment, okay. Now, the things that I'm looking into is this, okay, where's my support and resistance 1 and 2, okay. So by putting this information inside here, and what do you think, okay, what do you think? Is this risk to reward slightly better than Hibiscus and Bumi Armada just now? Yes, no. Okay, is this risk to reward is better than Bumi Armada and Hibiscus? Okay, again, I don't know whether this is a winning trade for me or not, but before I look into a winning trade, I want to look for risk to reward. Okay, easy. But of course, like I say, I always a bit stingy one. Okay, I always a bit stingy. Okay, so I'm looking for somewhere this area, very close. Okay, very close, and of course, preferable sound strength. Okay, preferable sound strength. Okay, so at least if let's say it hits the R1 for me, it's still giving me 1/2, 1/3. Okay, so I think yes, this is the simple 3 steps on how you can build a trading plan. Okay, a trading plan by using support resistance. Okay, and then from there recalculate risk to reward. All right. So okay, now just a very quick summary. Okay, before I close or maybe answer some questions if you have for me. All right. So first of all, step 1, sector analysis. Okay, trending of bullish sectors. Okay, from there we focus the group of stocks. Okay, example energy. Okay, from energy we look into Hibiscus and Bumi Armada. Okay, of course RL, Trimin, I will be pretty good as well. Okay, but because of the time, I use this as a 2 case study, right? So the screener, okay, this is the screener parts. You can use different type of screener. Okay, the green pentagons, the LC, the NS. Okay, you can use that. Okay, support resistance. Okay, so this is things that we discussed. Okay, using 360 earlier on, how to check the potential stop loss area and TP area, okay, which is representing supports R1, R2. Okay, if you realize that your price is very close with R1 or R2, maybe you want to check the market stages. Okay, if let's say hitting the red line, I think best is that you wait for the pullback. Okay, and this is to provide you a better risk to reward ratio. All right. So yep, I think that's my section here for today. All right, so before we close, okay, I think just now Mayfeng got some questions for me, right, about DNEX. Okay, so probably I'll take 1 or 2 questions, okay, before we close. Okay, so we look into the next and RL maybe. Okay, I think just now Utap asked me about RL. Okay, DNX today pretty strong, and they make a nice bar over here. Okay, now pretty strong bar. Okay, I think the volume is very healthy. Okay, overall. So let's look into weekly chart first. Okay, weekly chart, I think the other day actually failed to turn into green pentagon. Okay, but overall I think it's still okay because it's a nice reaccumulation. I think today is Thursday, right? Okay, tomorrow, unless the volume is higher, chances for them to turns to be a pocket pure bar is very, very high. Okay, so market stages also, you notice here it didn't turn to red bar. Okay, so this is showing you that it's a very strong reaccumulation. Okay, I think for masterclass student, you're able to spot sales very easily. Okay, from here. So okay, let's go back to daily chart. Okay, the question is, it's hitting the red line. Okay, and what you should do. Okay, against if you ask me, okay, against market stages, not to ask you buy, sell. Okay, it's asked you to what is the thing you should be prepared. Okay, so whenever it hits green line, of course, first thing is that don't buy anymore. Okay, I mean personal for me, okay, I don't buy anymore. Okay, because the pullback might happen anytime soon. Okay, now the next thing, okay, what you do, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's log into my account. Let's do into DNX. Okay, let's do into DNX. Okay, DNX R1 98, R2 is 105. Okay, 98. Where is 98? Okay, 98 is somewhere around here. Okay, which is not today they touch the line, okay, of 98. Okay, here is 98. Okay, they just touch the R1 today. Okay, they just touch the R1 today. Okay, so R2 is 105. R2 is 105. 105, 105 is somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, so this is like telling you that, okay, right? So Mayfeng, okay, not sure you're looking for entry exit, but hopefully you're looking for exit. Okay, because this is the area that for me, they hit R1 already. So this is the area you want to monitor for what? Uptrust. Okay, if got uptrust, maybe you chop it first. Okay, maybe you take some partial profit, maybe. Okay, and the rest you try to run for more profits. Okay, so this is the things that normally I would do. Okay, so okay, now for support area 83. Okay, support area 83. Let's go back to here. 83. Okay, let's go into 83. Okay, this is the latest spring area. Okay, the latest spring area. Okay, so for those that who are looking for entry, okay, this will be your potential risk. Okay, this will be a potential risk, okay, of 15 to 16%, okay, from current R1 to the support, okay, of 83. Okay, so this will be your risk that you're taking, 15-16%, right? So you think it's okay? Yeah. Okay, so some stages no pullback, but up and up like DNX. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, not every stock got a nice pullback. Sometimes it will go up, especially for those like pump and dump stocks. Okay, so but again, those patterns we need to apply differently. Okay, probably you want to check out on the hourly chart. Okay, against every time that they hit for example, in this case over here, right, every time when they hit red line, okay, there are a few things that we need to check. Okay, is there any uptrust or not? Okay, so that's why not to say every time it hits already you need to like exit everything. Okay, so this is an area for you to maybe good, okay, to lock some profit first. Okay, so again, different type of setups, okay, we might want to check differently. Okay, so this is just a guide to show you, is the momentum still there or not? Okay, the next to sampai bulan, RSI overbought, saya tunggu dia balik Bumindo, yes. Okay, probably yes also, I think Amil, okay, because here also showing that they are like touching the resistance here at the moment. Okay, all right, so Mayfeng, hopefully I answer your questions for your DNX over here. Okay, all right, now it's around like 10:30 already. I think I will close for today's section over here. So once again, thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, and hopefully especially for members, you'll learn something today about trade resist 360 and how to use the support resistance to help you out to build a trading plan, right? So for some of the new friends over here, this is some of the things that we can do, okay, to help you, to help you, at least give you a little bit edge, okay, in your trades over here. Now, do remember tomorrow we got one more days to go, okay. Tomorrow will be covered by Sifu, Martin, and Coach Alif, okay, on intraday trading. Okay, I think tomorrow he will share with you the intraday alerts, okay, on the pullback alerts, and some of the things that they do as well, using SCPO 1 minute chart. Okay, so if you're interested, come back again tomorrow, okay, and they will show you, some of the ways that you can do it too. All right, so with this, thank you, good night, and I will see you soon again. Okay, thank you all. Good night.